All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Getting started here. I'm gonna run 3ds Max and boot up the game. I am I'm pleased with where I am. So after a first round of testing yesterday, where things did not go my way, I'm looking forward to things going my way again. I had some feedback with the build that made it worth taking a look at what was going wrong. Let me close this window. So I had a few things go wrong with the first round of tests, indicating to me some bugs that I need to fix. And I want to jot these things down to keep an eye on them if I could, so that I don't forget anything as I'm plugging away on this. So I'm going to go to my documents here, and I'm going to create a new Excel sheet. I'll do this as an Excel sheet. And I'm going to make myself a list of some of the bugs that have been found and things that I need to correct. This is not meant to include incomplete features. So things like, where the hell are my glasses? I guess they're not down here. It's not meant to include anything like all the totems aren't in place or anything like that. It's meant only to include things that are on the way, things that are already in there, things that are already being plugged away on. And so I'm gonna go and create a few things here. I'm gonna create a date, a bug. Let's do, what else do I need here? I guess I don't have to put status because I'll just delete the bugs when they're done. I'm going to leave that for now. Today's the 22nd, which is, what are we in? July 22nd. Actually, I think it's the other way. 22nd of July 20. It's not the right. It's 22nd July. No, that's not right either. It's 2020, July 22nd. I think I need to change I want to change the formatting on this. Data. No, somewhere in here is a way to do this. I'm gonna grab A, and see if I can't set this to B. Somewhere's a way of telling this. Draw, page layout, formulas, data. Data types. Thought there was a way of doing date in here. Anyway, I'll leave it like that for now. So the first bug is mouse cursor present in ending scene. I gotta fix that. 200722. What were the other ones that I had? Spawn in floor. Let's see. I think that's all I've really got. Okay. I think those are the two that I've got for now. I'll keep an eye on this. Oh, no. There's the UI shifting. Non-standard resolutions. Okay. Okay, so 3 bugs to track for now, which is good. The project opened, also good. So to talk about some of the things that have changed between last night and right now, is I've secured server space for the cards. And so the cards have been removed from the game. They're not actually in the game because they're not being sent from the game. And so I popped them out of there, got rid of them. And I have instead gone and placed them on a website, a web server, that is going to allow them to get emailed. And I'm going to go to, let's see, maps. No, I just need to go to my main menu widget. Okay. So I need to correct some of these things. So this guy here, I'm going to reduce the font size. Why did that happen? Très bizarre. But it seems like the whole thing got shifted. Okay. So I want to go and change this. Okay, so that's size to content. What are we at? 542, 642. So let's set it to 650 and 130. That's not the right size. Let's go to the anchor. This is there. And I'm going to zero this out. And we'll see about shifting it in X. Okay, so somewhere about there. I'm just shrinking in the size of the title a little bit. And I'm going to move this up. I think that'll be okay. So that's parented there. This needs the anchor to be in the bottom right. This needs the anchor to be in the bottom center. Bottom center. And then this, and this are all... I can't set the anchor on that. Okay. Are all going to be left anchors. So what these anchor points do is they anchor the position of the things that you're editing. And so, hey George, how you doing, brother? So that when things scale, this is where its pivot point is as it scales. And so that is kind of one of the reasons that things were kind of going a little screwball on me, was that the anchors weren't set in a way that allowed them to manipulate in that way. So that one's there, that one's there. That one's there. That one's there. I do have in here the name field. And then I've got a name. There's another thing that's here. So I've got two boxes in the same place here. Text name. Name field. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, right here. The name entry border. So these got to go to the side too. And that should, as it scales, hold them still. So I'm going to test this by going back to the persistent level and hitting play. And now what everything should do, so everything should be on screen here, but as it scales, they should hold their position on relative to the screen. Which looks good. And the play button, which is invisible at the moment, is also doing the same thing from that side. So that'll allow for the dynamic resolution of whatever monitor you're using, and it'll hold everything together, which is exactly how I want this to go. Okay, off to the random spawn. Let's go see if I can fix that. Open the level blueprint. Here's my random level spawn. So I'm believing the error is in here. We're gonna kill that and just plug this straight in. That was my if valid check, which didn't actually seem to work. Okay, so let's see. Let's work out the logic of this here. The logic of this. So we're getting everything that is a player start. Of all those player starts, we're going to find out how many items are in this collection. Hey, how you doing? I know, Phil. He did it all old school, man. It is impressive for me to see that because, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not. I've been over the moon about having Sculpture Geek do my stuff. Not only because I've watched him in a bunch of videos already, and I love watching his stuff. Really super talented dude. But this is the first time in my career that someone has emulated my artwork. That someone has reproduced my artwork, and that is crazy flattering to have that happen. And so yeah, I'm kind of over the moon that that's there. You guys should all go enter the contest to win his thing. I posted the link to that on the Discord as well. Because I think there are 3 of them that he's given away or something like that. But yeah, you should go into the contest to win that sculpt, man. It's killer. And so yeah, we're hoping for big things, man. It's 2 weeks that's left. Scully's mine, yeah. I did all the character work, dude. And so yeah. Yeah, it's badass to be able to see that happen. Sculpture geek George. He's a YouTuber that does traditional sculpture, and he reproduced a character that I modeled for an upcoming game for the studio where I'm employed. And so yeah, you should go check it out. So on Scully, I started off doing tech art and character art, and along the way, I handed off the tech art reins to another artist, a gentleman by the name of Paul. And it's because there's just too much work for one person to do, and we're a small team, right? And so it's not something I would have been able to do along with doing the character art, and so. I did a lot of the tech art stuff in the beginning, and all of it passed through Paul's hands. What I would do is come up with an idea, come up with, a system of like, oh, it'd be really cool if we did this kind of thing. And I would come up with like a prototype almost of that little system that I would then give to give to Paul, see what he thought of it, and if it was something that that everybody in the studio thought was cool enough, then Paul would work on integrating that into the engine. And by the end of production, I wasn't working on tech art at all. That just became Paul's domain. And so I stepped away from that mantle and just let him do it. Yeah, we'll see, man. It really no, it's not Paul Lilly. It's not Paul Lilly. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It definitely lends itself to speed runs, and so that's kind of where I'm waiting to see what people do with it. I want to see if people just start motoring through that thing. Okay. So I think this is where my error is in doing this calculations and getting this minimum of 0. So this is counting the number of actors that there are. And I think I don't have to do the subtraction, and I can put a 1 in here. And I think that should fix the spawn and the floor problem. I'm hoping that fixed the spawn and the floor thing. I believe that's what's doing it. I haven't found, in terms of my player starts, so there are 7 of them, and I haven't found one that's in an illegal area or an area in which collision would prohibit the player spawning. And so I think that's the issue, is that I was just spawning them at 0. So it counts the number of spawn points and spawns them between 1 and 7. And I think I was trying to do 0 and 6. And I think it's the 0 that's screwing things up. So we'll give this a whirl and see if that works. Christian pointed out last night that he had a light maps. The reflection captures need to be rebaked. And so, actually, let's stop the build. It's the reflection capture actors that I want to clean up. And so we're going to go reflection capture guys. And I tried to kind of just space these things out a little bit here. I know it's a little overkill what I've got, but I kind of put 2 at this end, 2 in the middle here, and then 2 over here. I thought I might have put another one over here, but it doesn't seem to be the case. And so these guys here need to be rebuilt. And so I'm going to go see if I can build selected. Doesn't appear to be. So I'm going to try and build selected from here. I thought there was a build selected, which doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so that's not the case. Lighting, light quality, lighting info. Use error coloring, show lighting stats. There it is. Build reflection captures. So that should fix that. I'm going to have to double check it in the other 2 maps too, but I think that should fix that. Let me check and see my skylight, if it's still in here. So I'm still using a captured scene here, and that is going to change things once I get a camera in here. I think that'll be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna throw together a build. This will probably pooch the stream for a moment. We might get some lag here, and so I'm gonna see how this works. Build, kill this one. So we'll build again. And hopefully we don't get too much lag here. I'm going to pop open the build. Again, I want to make sure that I'm not getting any warnings or errors in the build, which shouldn't happen now. I think I've been staying on top of things in terms of fixing them. Wow, what is all of that? Specular occlusion. Looks like lighting info. Ray tracing reflections. I've never seen that come up when I build before. That's interesting. So we'll let this go, and then I'll put a build online. You guys can go play with it again. And we'll see if we can uncover some more bugs. The email system should be completely intact right now. And so that whole thing should work. I know nobody was getting cards yesterday. And so I think I've solved that error. I think I've solved that issue. Those of you that are going to be playing this thing and wandering around in the build, so good. No errors, no warnings. Those of you that are going to be playing around inside the build here to play with it, if you could, projects, cabin in the woods, build, and this is going to be cabin in the... Come on, you. Those of you that play, if you could look around and actually try to get as many of the totems as you can, that would be super helpful. I'm going to go make sure. Cabin in the woods. Content is the content packs. Okay. Binaries is the EXE. Engine, binaries, third party. It's all that stuff. Extras, redistributable. So the other thing that I think might be broken is my save game. I think in the build, the save game doesn't work. And so I'd like to double check that that's the case as well. So let me go and spit this out. Let's do, where's my 7-zip? We'll just add to archive here. Not sure why that went underneath, but put it back here. So I'm going to compress this, and I might as well head on over to my Google Drive here. And I'll begin the upload process. I will post a link again. Anyone who did grab it yesterday, go delete the one I gave you yesterday. Because it's of no use. It is broken. I think I'm putting it in the same place. Those of you who are watching, the build link is going to be in the Discord server. So if you are not part of the Discord server, you will not be getting a link here in the YouTube video. So if you want that, shoot me an email if you want to get in on the server. Send me an email, and I will send I'll send you a link into the server. Okay. Something screwball is happening here. I took a look at her, Brandon, but I haven't been able to give you any feedback yet. I've been powering through work today. Actual work, not this stuff. I mean, I guess this is actual work too, but no, studio stuff. And so I haven't had a chance to do that. I promise I will put together a video for you where I'll go over her again. But yeah, I just haven't had time to do it yet, dude. Okay. So we got about 15 minutes till the import is done. So I'm going to go and open up what I was working on here. So I started plugging away at another totem. This is the Insectius, which is the insectoid humanoid. And so the goal here was to create a wooden display case that has a bunch of butterflies in it. And so I've created my butterfly geometry and already gone and slapped on. This isn't a texture. These are actually photographs of real butterflies that I went and created wings out of them. I haven't even checked what my polygon count is. This is 8,000. That's probably fine. And the goal now is actually go and get them in the case. Now I do have a little bit of an issue here in terms of my pipeline that I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm just trying to position these things as best I can in the case. I am no Lepidopteryx, but I'm trying to make it look like I'm one. And so I've got this collection of butterflies and this area to fill. So I thought I would put kind of the bigger ones down the center and then just kind of populate the smaller ones along the sides, kind of thing. But yeah, this is one of the totems that you pick up when you do the insect creature. And so I pop this open again. Max has been running really, really crappy on my system. And I haven't yet been able to figure out why. And it's a little worrisome. I'll pop this guy out. So I did a lot of things in trying to make the butterflies very natural looking, which was to vary how wide their wings are open. So every butterfly's wings are open a slightly different amount than others. And they're all just on planes. I don't think once they're in the box, we'll be able to get to a point where we can see behind the wings. I'm hoping that from every angle, we can't get behind them. That's the goal of the box, is to prevent the view behind, so I don't have to make the material two-sided. I'm also not using transparency. I also went and cut out around the shapes of the wings, which is a little bit more expensive in terms of topology. However, I'm saving that topology in the shader calculations, where this is a very not expensive shader if I don't have transparency there. Okay. So I think I'm going to move all of these guys up, just so that the big guy in the bottom here, this is a moth, this one down here, comet moth, I think it is. Menu refresh. I'm also finding a lot of things happened, like I try to rotate and nothing happens for a second, and then it starts rotating. And I think that Max has actually got a memory leak in it. And every time I find that starts happening, if I close the software down, just let it stay dead for a little while, and then reopen it, I seem to get a lot of performance back. And so I don't know how related it is, but that seems to be the end effect of what's going on. So I'm going to look at this in the front view here. This guy obviously is too big to fit in between. But I think what I'm going to try and do is place him kind of close. I want somebody about the same size. Let's say this one. And what I can do, because I haven't committed to this shape and size of box, what I might do is actually just reshape the box. I can get them fit in a nice way here. So we're going to take this guy and put him here. I'm going to scale. Let's look at the textures. Yeah, I think that's the one that's going to scale up. So I'm just going to try and make these two match in scale. I'm not Man, any entomologists that mayhap be watching, I get it. This is nowhere near accurate, but Lopidoptrix? Lopiditris? Yeah, it's crappy right now, man. I don't know what Autodesk has done, but the software is near unusable. Okay. So I think that is going to be my framing. Then nothing is wrong until you're crying. Yeah, it's so bad in 2020 that it almost makes me want to revert back to an older version. Let's see where I put these. Body's the same. That's not exactly how I thought this was going to shake out. I think I'm going to scale this guy bigger to match this one. Just a little bit. Okay, so let's find out where he is. Okay, you're not gonna show me with multiple objects. Just think about it. You'll get it. Yeah, it's painful. I'm gonna move this guy a little bit. I don't need him to be that close. Think about that. And the funny thing is, I haven't done anything to max. It just starts operating slow. Now, one thing I know is that they've changed their UI to be max script dependent. And what I found is that the more interface you have open, the slower it gets. And so that's a little bit of an issue for me. I'm going to move this guy up. Try and match the other one on the other side. Pull this guy over here. And copy this. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at anything like that yet, George. ZBrush always impresses me every time there's something new. Some new world-changing button that alters your workflow. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely something UI related. The more UI you can hide, the better the software runs, which is just so stupid. Okay, Lepidoptrix kit. Now I'm gonna have to do two things with this. So I've done UVs on the little bug part of the butterfly, and what I've got to do now, technically, all of the wings have UVs. So when I built this, the way that I did this, let me go check on the build here. 3 minutes left in the update. So what I did when I made the butterflies was I first went and grabbed all the images of butterflies that I wanted, which there were 9, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. And then I made a sheet of them. And in the sheet, I literally only needed one of each species. And so that's what I did. I went and cut them all in half and kind of placed them all over the place on this sheet, some of which, occupying the other half of another species. And then the goal, and then all I did was I went and put that on top of a plane, and then cut out the butterflies, and then mirrored the wings, so that we end up with mirrored wings and beautiful specimens. So the goal in texturing now is that I actually need to duplicate all of my butterflies and re-UV them so that their wings end up UV'd in the correct place. And then I need to bake the textures from these wings into the new ones, if that makes any sense. So to accomplish this, the first thing I'm going to do is just put every pivot of everything. Now that I've got them placed and I like where they are, I'm going to put the pivots of everything at the origin. So what this is going to help me do is it's going to help me line up everything again if something goes wrong. And I'm going to reset my X form so that everything is now honky-dory, beautiful the way I want it. So what I need to do now is clone the butterflies. And for that, I actually don't need... Oh, this is going to suck. So what I need to do is only clone one set of wings. And I'm going to clone the right side of everyone. So I wonder if I don't just attach all the butterflies together and do this in one fell swoop. It was almost a butterfly pun. So I'll just attach all my butterflies together. Like so. And then I'm going to go and delete. I think that's what I'll do is I'll delete the right wing on all of them. Unless they're merged. In which case I'll do this. Okay. Back to element. This one. Damn it. Okay. We'll just deselect here again. Make sure I get them all. So what I'm going to do is just delete these side wings. Since they're symmetrical and they're sharing UVs, I don't necessarily need them for anything. So I'm going to do that. Left side half, 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 left side half. Yes. And I'm going to delete. Because I can rebuild those. Oh, how am I going to mirror them again? With the bodies. I'm going to mirror them with the bodies. If you haven't put this together yet, I haven't thought this through yet. Making this shit up as we go. I see what you did there, Jeffy. Okay. Jess, in case you were wondering, I have officially changed the two-headed creature's name to Etten. So while I was using it kind of in some of the back-end stuff, it's now actually just called Etten. And so that's all on you, kid. Let me go and get a shareable link. Okay. So, those of you on the Discord stream I've just posted in the work in progress channel of the server the link to the build if you want to go mess around with it. You can do that. Ugh, my neck is killing me. I must have slept funny. Okay, so now I gotta clone these things. Clone. And this is going to be, let's call it wings underscore low. Okay. See, there's all kinds of lag here. There. And we're going to hide those for a spell. Hide selection. And I'm going to rename these ones, which are the, I want to say high poly, but I'm not baking any normals from these. Wings high. Okay, with that done, unhide all and hide the high. The high is the ones that keep the UVs. So now what I can do is UV this whole thing. UVs. And some of this should be fairly easy to UV. Even my UV editor is laggy. So what I'm going to do, let's first take the box out of here. And the boxes, I mean, it's just a cube with an inset and an extrude on it. It's not going to be crazy hard to unwrap. And then there's all these guys, which are elements of the butterfly. These are the antennae. And this is the other antennae. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I gotta undo. I gotta undo. There are a ton of them there. So this is the antennae on all the butterfly. So I'm just going to make them all share the same body texture. My goal here is to hopefully have it so that nobody really notices there's even a body there. I mean, there obviously has to be a body between the wings, but it's just this little cylinder thing that I made. I mean, I did actually use one of the butterflies as reference when I made it. Okay. The bodies and the eyes I want to move. I'm going to manually place those. Okay, so let's map in. Trying to think of logically the best way to unwrap this thing. So I've got corners because it's wood that's been mounted. So the first thing I want to do is just grab that insert. That's going to be its own thing. Okay, and then all of the wood. I think. I find it lovely that Mac's shortcuts don't remain consistent. It makes it ever so easy to use the software. Okay, and then I just want these 4 get reconnected. Weld. Okay, so let's read. One edge welded. So I've posted the link to the build if anybody's interested. You can go play. The email system should be in play. Any of you that are students, use it like you were a student, you know. That's kind of how I'm going to get the best testing out of it, is by just having it actually get used the way that it's going to be used. Jesus, why is all of this stuff broken? It's just the process of modeling. And I'll start getting emails while you guys play it. Unless you click the "I'm not a student" button, in which case I will not get an email. Okay, so I think I do need to split these off. I've never lived before. Yeah, I think I do want to split this off. And the reason... Oh, come on. Reason for that... is to be able to put them... all the wood grain going the right way. Okay, so these guys and these guys... scale together. Okay. That's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Oh, yeah. Don't go upstairs. Phil. Fuck. You had one job. You know what I'm going to do, Phil? Thank you, totally forgot it. My kids do that every time they play it. I'm going to go into my little list of bugs here. And I'm going to fix the fucking stairs. Yeah, there's a collision bug that happens with the stairs, where if you go up, you cannot come back down. I'll put that in my list. The goal was actually, I'm planning on just cluttering the stairs with crap so you can't get up there. I just didn't want to use the same crap. I didn't want to use the same clutter that's on the other stairs. And so that was why it's open, is that I don't know what's going to be there, but it's not what's there now. And yes, those of you that know anything about texturing, I'm completely and utterly botching my my texel density in doing what I'm doing. But again, I'm doing it on purpose. I want to get a little bit more resolution out of the little body on this thing, which is why I've made it so big. I don't really care if it's actually that high resolution. Let's see where I can put this guy. I think he'll fit here. Okay, then we got the antennae. Which really, all of those could share UVs. And then the eyes. Again, I made the eyes oversized because I actually want to try and compound eye them. Around. Or get as close to compound eye as I can. Okay, beautiful. Convertible poly. So now what I got to do is I'm going to transfer the texture on the wings from where it was to where it is. And now that they're UV'd, I can actually mirror them over. But before I do that, I'm going to attach them to their bodies so I can set their pivot points so I can rotate the wings the right way. But first I'm going to do a bake. So let's unhide all. And then through the selection, we're going to wing high, wing low. Sweet. Oh, I had a joke there, and it was on the tip of my tongue, and it vanished. Wings low. So, render to texture. That's not nearly. Whoa. Yes. Oh, that's no good. Where's my cage? Reset. So what I'm going to do here in order to capture the wings, because they're exactly in the same place, they're clones, is I'm going to do a little trick. So in my cage, I'm going to use a push amount here of 0.5, which is going to push the cage out 0.5. Then I'm going to grab the high poly wings, which is not really high poly, and I'm going to put a push on them, which is the same push that's in the cage, but instead of 0.5, I'm going to set it to 0.25. So what I should have now, if I grab the low polys, is a perfect projection matrix of low poly, high poly cage. And so I should get no artifacting with this. Hopefully, I'm going to have to do some clever padding here when I do this. Add diffuse map at 2K. And I'm going to throw this in the same reference folder. Hold on so nervously. So let's do this. Butterflies. Wing bake. I'll call this. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, boom. And this should result in an absolutely beautiful bake. Shouldn't actually be happening. That's very bizarre. A tidbit there. I'm not concerned about that though. That'll work. So let me go and open that up in the Photoshoppings. I want to move right through. Before I think. So let's go and open that up here. That would be cool with me. Butterflies. And my new wing position. Okay. So what I'm going to do here to correct this, I want to get rid of those little red blemishes that are there. So I'm going to add a alpha mask, go to my channels, copy the, oh wow. What is that? Actually, looks like there's a hole in the mesh. Which, I mean, wouldn't surprise me the way I put these freaking things together. I have no idea what butterfly that is. Okay, let's look at the shape. Upper wing is smooth, lower wing has the little spike. Upper wing is smooth, little one. Yeah, look right there. Well, what is going on here? Let's make sure there's no hole in it. There's no hole in it. This one? It seems like the push has failed. Oh, and it's failed in a few places. Okay, I can fix that. I'm not sure exactly why that happened. Something went a little sideways. Okay, that one's fine. These ones. Let's see if I can do this locally. I cannot. Actually, don't know where that one's supposed to go. Get out of there. And we'll do it by screen, I guess. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be close enough. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. You're not fine. This should be good enough for a bake. Mr. Braybrook. How you doing, brother? People are a little on the quiet side, I assume, because they're playing the build. I threw the basement online to start getting some usage statistics out of people. Find some bugs, find some shit that don't work. So that when I give it to the students, I don't have to worry about anything. And so you may find the crowd a wee bit quiet. Okay. So I think that's going to work now if I do my bake. Yeah, I put it in the work in progress folder, or work in progress channel of the Discord. And so if you go check that out, brother, you should be able to grab it. It's about 2 gigs or so. I did it yesterday too, and it actually got a lot of useful information from having people do it yesterday. And so yeah, so I made a few changes and threw it up again. That's odd. The cage. Cage is still broken. Where's my cage? Reset. Amount 0.5. Why is the cage breaking? There must be something funny with the geo there. Not the end of the world. I can just move things in the same way. I line them up straight and move them. That's pretty useful. Yeah, I did that right at the beginning of the stream, Ian. You got stuck in the floor again? Fuck sticks. That means that is what I assumed was the fix is not the fix. Well, whatever you do, Christian, don't play it on that laptop again, dude. You should burn that thing. Okay, one last one. That should fix all my red issues. We'll re-render this again. So, what are you reckon? I imagine you meant i7 and not 117? I should be baking from this angle. Let me go and update this image. Man, you can't be getting a lot of useful work done on that thing. Clipping through the ceiling. You can get the camera through the ceiling? Is that what you mean, Phil? I haven't really done anything with clipping yet. The only reason I'm not worried about clipping yet is that the white robot guy isn't the playable character. I've got a kid I'm going to be putting in, and so I'm going to worry about it when I get that part done. But yeah, I mean that's a fairly easy thing to do. I'll just put a blocking volume in there and let it block on the camera. I haven't noticed that myself, but I haven't been trying to make that happen either. And so it's a good find. Yeah, there's a bunch of collision stuff. At the back of the room, there's a bench that's on its side that needs to. I'm just going to put collision volumes and things to stop that from happening. That's the whole reason I got rid of the jump, is that I just want the kid to walk around on the floor. And so, yeah. Okay. So here's my butterfly build, and what I'm going to do now is flame and pair and solidify. One through three stuck in the floor. What the hell are you doing, Ian? So that definitely did not fix this. There's got to be another player start somewhere then. Blame it on the boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There's one. Oh! That might be the invalid one. He's in a barrel. There we go. I think that's it. I'm going to check the rest. Oh, what do you mean bad size? Don't you bad size me. Let's go check this one. Yeah, that one's fine. I still got to make a washer and dryer to put here, but that one looks fine. And this one definitely doesn't seem to flip with anything. That guy's okay. This is the under the stairs one. And I may go and move this a little bit now that... Like that. Yeah, actually it was my dad, Ian. I got that going with my father. You picked up the papyrus. Ian, question for you. I've got to check the ending blueprint. Ending. Okay, question about your email that you received, Ian. Is the attachment in the email, or did you get a link to it in your email? That's what, it's this. Way to go. Because it emailed me that you did it, which means it was your first playthrough. And in my email... Oh, beautiful. Because in my email, it actually showed up. Wait, hold on. You got an attachment? It's in the email? Or you had to click on something? Because in my email that I got about you getting it correct, Ian, I get the link to the image. It doesn't actually show up correctly for me. Okay, good. Good. Okay, as long as mine's the only one that's broken. You spawn on the floor too, eh? Fuck. Okay, I'm hoping that's what I'm doing here by moving these things is fixing. That one I know is fine. I spawn on that one all the time. I think that one's fine too. Wait, what is this? What is this? Oh, it's the post-process volume. Beautiful, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, it's a bug I'm working on there, Micah. One of my spawn points, or possibly even more than one, is too close to something. And if the collision volumes interfere, it won't spawn the player here. It moves them to the origin. And the origin is down here in the ground. And so one of the fixes I could do with that would be to move the whole world so that the origin is actually in the middle of the map somewhere, so that a player just spawns normally. But I want to figure out why the hell it's not working. Audio working for everybody? You guys hear all this stuff where you're supposed to hear it? That would be useful information too. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's no pipe collision. Phil, where's the no pipe collision? Oh, is it this stuff here? Yeah, it's that stuff there. Yeah, okay. That's an easy fix too. It's a furnace. Thank you very much. I worked really fucking hard on that. Generator. It's an old steam furnace. Okay, so that's valid. That one. So you were floating in the corner. Where is that? That's over here? That's right here. That's where you are, Phil. Oh, you're floating because you got on to those items. Yeah. Yeah, the other side of the of this guy here. Yeah, none of these pipes have collision. And so, yeah, I gotta fix that. This pipe is also not textured. It's just flat gray right now. I never bothered doing it. It's gonna get the same material that's on this. It's just meant to look like dirty PVC. I just haven't bothered doing it. Look, it actually drains. But yeah, I've got to go do that still. Okay, so let me add these to my list here. Documents, bugs. Placement. Oh, hell no. Bench turned over, bench collision. Cool, Phil. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm only going to do one a night. Otherwise, it'll be too hard to track which of these things I fixed and which I haven't. So I'm going to use the date. So I'm going to do one. I'll do one again the next time I stream. So I won't throw another one up tonight. But it is appreciated. I thank you. Okay, so with this done, I can kill this and kill the projection modifier. I can grab the high poly wings high, and delete them. And now we've got to do the mirroring. So we're going to hide selection. I'm going to grab all the bodies. Okay, that's all of them. That's all of them. Effect pivot, centered object. Now I'm going to move the wings. I'm going to detach each of the wings. My world is a flood. Slowly I become one with the mud. When I'm falling, I'm weak and I'm dying. Need you to hold me. Okay. So now I go pivot to pivot. Downpour on my soul. And through the ocean, I'm losing control. Dark sky all around. Mm-hmm. Who else is running it right now? Who else is playing? It feels like nobody. Ian's the only one that got to the end. Ian's the only one who's gotten an email. That seems odd to me. Is that just it? People are just wandering around in the basement and they're not actually picking anything up? Hmm. Mike, did you pick anything up? Did you actually see the end of it? Okay, so all of those things are good. And keep me on dying again. My God, Max. Because I've only received one email. I only received one email from Ian having actually gotten to the end. And so... pick shit up. Make sure you get the right cards when you actually get to the end of it. Make sure the game ends on its own. Anybody find my menu, my in-game menu? I don't know why. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. This is Insectius. I tried so hard and got so far. Beautiful. Did you get an email, Mike? Check your email, make sure it lined up. Some materials not supported. Right. I forgot about that part. It's a beautiful thing. One thing you should know. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. So here's a question for you. Who can find child? That's what I want to find. There are 22 totems in the map. Anybody able to find all 22? That's almost half of them in there. I'm curious if anybody finds all of them. All of them. Wipe them out. All of them. Oh, I got an email. I'm just lagged hardcore. So I'm getting a weird issue with the text. It doesn't like apostrophes. Anybody noticing that in their emails? Actually, it's not all apostrophes. It looks like the apostrophe in one of them is broken. Okay, so I should go double check that and make sure that that's actually an apostrophe. I'm getting a weird symbol. Bray, check this in your email where it says come to terms with your sister's ability. I'm seeing a weirdness there. I'm going to go to the totem. You got the Yeti. Don't know what kind of a difference that makes. Every now and then, one of the characters in the text doesn't show up correctly, and I haven't been able to figure out why. Kiss my ass, whole damn world's gonna know I've been here, and you know I'll share. I'm everyone from nowhere. White trash millionaire. In your email, so you received an email from the game. No worries, dude. In the email from the game, where you got your card, above the card should be the same description that you see in the game when you see the item on screen. And something is funny about one of the apostrophes in the carrot description. I haven't been able to figure out the why behind that. Wanna be white trash. So this should be every bug. Okay, I gotta re-export this again. God damn it. I didn't name anything. White trash. Gonna be a white trash millionaire. Ain't got much and I don't care. Kiss my ass. I got 2 zigzags and you know I'll share. I'm everyone from nowhere. And we'll attach all the wings together. Okay, so let's name everything. Yeah, exactly. I don't know where that's coming from. It's not written that way in the game, and the text is actually coming from the game. So I don't know why in the email that character gets fucked up. Especially since, if you read the entire description, there are other apostrophes in that description, and they aren't broken. And so there's something weird about the way the text is being handled that it doesn't make sense. Okay, do I want to separate the eyes? Is that going to be a pain in the ass? Well, yes, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Fuck it. I'm not separating the eyes. Smoothing groups? Oh, shit. That guy's buried in the ground. Turn this off screen again. Here we go. Everybody else is okay? Everybody else is okay. Okay. Now fuck it. Export it like this. I got too many of these things to make to start fiddling over. Nonsensical. Which is this? This is Insectius. It's funny, I picked this one because I thought it'd be really quick to just prattle off a couple of butterflies. And man, has that not been the case. Chamfer unsmoothed. Amount. No. Quad. Uniform. Like so. And minimum angle like so. Okay. And then just to make my life a little bit easier. And lots more connections in here. Jess, are you still here? That is not fucking useful. No, HS is gone. Okay, that should be it. Let me just change these all to underscore high. Okay, go overwrite this. As a bird now. In this bird you cannot change. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. To painter. What is going on, man? Let's close that. Free bird, yeah. Okay, let's go and bring this in. 2K. Middle guy's wings got fucked up. Oh, his wings got fucked up. Why are his wings fucked up now? Max. Okay. Yeah, indeed, all the wings got fucked up. What the hell happened here? Okay, they're all set to 1. You need 2.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Wasn't talking to you, Google. That one's 2, and this one's 2. That's something else. Ah, you bastard. It's a symmetry gone wrong. Make sure none of the other ones are screwed up. Yeah, this one's screwed up too. They don't touch. Only the touching ones, and I think they're good now. Okay, so let's unhide. And now we can figure out why this is broken now. I could have sworn I checked for that, and they were all good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I get to redo my high poly again, so let's export this. I think I should be okay. Go to meshes. Let's go to FBX. Sometimes you look at things too long. Listen what I say, oh, oh. Listen what I say, oh, oh. Okay, that looks better. And what do I really need? Doom, doo-doo-doom, doom, doo-doo-doom-doom-doom. Okay, let's do a bake. I'm not even overly concerned about the bake here. I'm not really going to get much out of it. Oh, listen what I say. Oh, oh. Yeah, the wings got a broken normal map on them, but I think I'm going to be okay. No, I'm totally not going to be okay. Okay. I'm going to let that keep baking, and I'm going to make my high poly again. I should have known. Max is completely unresponsive. See you, George. Thanks for hanging out, pal. Yeah, see, I think this is actually going to look really good with the AO, casting the slight shadows in the back of the map. I just got to fix this bullshit. You sing it out, and I do believe what we rely on. Come get your gain on to the devised. Hey, oh, listen what I say. I might even be able to just get past the chamfer with this. More on this I know. Hey, yo. Only divided by a world so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. So, looking for something to watch while I was working today. Ended up finding the original Mission Impossible flick. And I thought, oh, that'll be fun. I'll throw that on. It'll be something that I don't have to watch too intently, because I'm working after all. And man, that movie was killing me, man. I was laughing. There's a scene in it where Ving Rhames, who's the computer expert of the movie, talks about the gear they're going to need for their big heist. He's like, I'm gonna need that new 686. And I was howling. I was like, man, it's 686. My phone's more powerful than that. It's hilarious. Okay. On high poly done again. All right, OBJ, and let's do the high OBJ. Oh, I love Hudson Hawk. Ball. Good old Mac the Knife. That is primo Bruce Willis. It doesn't get better than that. Yeah, the first Mission Impossible is the one with Caruso's in it. Who's Caruso? Who does Caruso play? I can't even picture him in that flick. And I've seen that movie. I have seen that movie like 30 frickin' times, man. Hey, Ash. No, I know who David Koresh is. Or David Koresh. Wrong David. I know who David Caruso is. I'm trying to... Really? Oh, gee, Yogi. God, I love that movie. That's one I... Where did you watch that, Ian? Is it on one of the services? Oh, I'm still getting a weird... Look at that. That means that the actual geometry on that guy is broken. Going up there. Oh. Gotcha. I see what you did there. Fuck it. It is now a distinctive trait of that butterfly. Because I've gone as far as I want to with this. I feel like I fixed those things. Apparently not. Get up. Get down. Get up. Get down. It's not what I want. I just can't wait. First I drink, then I smoke. Let's set this to 90. And bring the scale down a little bit. Let's go a little bit more oak colored with this. Add a black mask. Not a bitmap. Black. Get down on 95. Move much too slow. I'm so alive. Do 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 do. Rough. Get up. Get down. God frig son of a motherfucking. You see what I did there, right? How the hell did I do that? And of course, this is a mesh that you can rotate around and observe. God damn it. Why? Get up. Get down. How the hell did I do that? Man, that's a stupid mistake. Tell me I didn't put freaking UVs on the back of this thing? Yep, sure enough, there it is right there. Fuck nut. And of course, I ain't got anywhere to put it. Okay. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Okay, here's my fix. Because I don't want to re-unwrap anything. Because it's going to fuck with my life. What I'm going to do is just put one center edge down the middle of Main Street here. And what I'm going to do with that center edge is use it to allow me to take one of the backings off. And place, and straighten this out, rotate it, one of these in its place. So I'll get a tiling texture on the white that the animals are on. Which, I mean, whatever, it's fine. This has got to be mirrored. Mirrored. I'm going to go to vertices. And put this one here. Then we're going to grab these ones. Tired of being what you want me to be. Tired of being what you want me to be. I can't believe I did that. Wanna blow my fucking head off sometimes. Think the world has gone officially insane. The world is so unbearable, like wearing socks with sandals. Respectable to women, ain't Chris Brown, I don't feel the need to hit 'em. Okay, this is Insectius. So I'm hoping here that in doing this, going back here, so here's what the front of it looks like, which is, you know, damn near done. If I go project configuration, and I just re-import it, the world has gone officially insane. Wow. That worked scarily well. So, what I... because I scaled the butterflies and put them exactly in the same place, this actually isn't the AO shadow from this in animal. It's from this one. We're just seeing it underneath this one, which almost looks right. And the other ones, this one's prongs on its wings are too far out to actually do anything. Good enough. There is a little bit of shadow right here from the body of that thing. And that's actually just because the body is intersecting with the canvas. I don't even need that AO. In fact, and take the time to realize it's over. They'll hate you when you're older. To die, they were all alone. And I gotta do this. I don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. And I'm the fucking king, not like you need it. Okay. So you can see where the inadequacies are in the shadowing here. I'm going to rebake it. I know it's still going to fuck those things up, but I had to rebake it to get them off the back. Now, I'm going to rebake it again. No, I'm not going to rebake it again. I'm going to leave it the way it is, and we're going to grab this guy. Bum, 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 bow. Insane. I'm going to go see what I can do about a quick little paint over. I want to blow my fucking head off. Okay, so that's this guy's arse. It's tablet time. That's a big... See what I can do about painting this out rather quickly here. The were butterfly. Deadly and beautiful. No. This is the totem for the half insect, half human. I realized, so when I first started making it, I was like, I'll do butterflies. They're going to be the easiest insect to make. And it wasn't until I really started working on it that I was like, you know what? It's supposed to be an entomology box and not a Lepidopteri? Is that the right word? Lepidopteri? Well, I mean, that's the idea. It just doesn't have to be a butterfly. It can be any insect they want. Say, is that a proboscis in your pocket? Okay. I'm gonna say that's fucking good enough. Undo. Okay, then we go here and here, and I bring it back in. Texture, current session, and then we just replace the ambient occlusion. And there, that should clean up those shadows well enough that no one will notice them. I'm hoping no one notices them. So I do have a couple other things that I want to do here. His name is Arthur. These are actually not all butterflies. There are a couple of moths. There are a couple of moths in here. I'm just going to leave the bodies black like that. And screw it. I'm going to leave the eyes yellow like that too. I think it works. Maybe I should do something different with the body. Where's the body getting its color from? It's getting it from that. Okay, so let's add a new layer there. What the hell do I want to do with these things? Zombie bubble skin. Do the angel. Okay, let's go grab the textures. I'm going to switch this to a little bit more green. And even darker. Okay, add a black mask. Blick. Then we'll go select. That'll read a little bit better. One of them's got blood on the wings. Blood or chocolate? Or like this? Or this in the middle here. Yeah, it's actually fur on here. This guy is a furry moth. This guy too. This was a really furry moth here. In fact, you can see a lot of the fur still in there. But his whole body was that furry. It's really gross looking up close. Okay, so let's slap some dirt on it. It is in that basement after all. Let's do some nice, rich, dark dirt. Let's see. Let's do a black mask generator. And let's pitch it back a little bit, because god dang. Do that. Bring the grunge up a little bit. I can't remember the day that you told me. That's good. Some of the dirt's actually appearing on the insects too. Dynamesh doesn't preserve polygroups. There is a button in the Dynamesh option to keep them, but it's not on by default. What's going on? Why can't I ZBrush? ZBrush is not loading. Let me go show you, Ian. Oh. So in your Dynamesh, you just turn this button on. Groups. And when you do that, it should allow you to Dynamesh and keep the groups. Now, you do want to be careful, though, because it does close holes on you. I probably didn't need to go up as high as I did. But what you're going to see, like I just made these polygroups here, and when I Dynamesh, it actually closed each of them off. So this is technically 3 cylinders on top of each other now. Which, I mean, you can use that to great effect when you're sculpting. You can create panel lines doing that really, really well. But yeah, it will close off your mesh in between them. And so, yeah, if I go and click on one of these things, you'll see it does that on you. Using Dynamesh Master? Is that a new plugin? You mean Decimation Master? I don't have a Dynamaster. I'm confused what you mean by Dynamesh Master. What is this Dynamesh master you speak of? To see if I still feel. I would think even being old, though, I'd know it. I've been using ZBrush pretty solidly. What version of ZBrush are you in? What? What are you talking about? Are you talking about Z-Remesher? Z-Remesher gives you a number of polygons. Yeah, it's a plugin. I'm looking for it in their list. Weird. Yeah, no, I've never used it. I don't typically Dynamesh master. Yeah, weird. Did I just not see it in mine? Or is it gone from mine? Yeah, the only thing I have is Decimation Master. Very bizarre. Yeah, I've never used that. Yeah, it looks like it's something that was added kind of like after the fact. What have I become? My sweetest friend. I typically don't use Dynamesh. I'll use it if I'm really playing around with figuring out the silhouette of something, but once I have the silhouette of something, I don't use it. I find it's too destructive to the process. I like having subdivision levels. I will make you hurt. I could start again. A million miles away. I will find a way. Something I forgot to do. It's gotta go the here. And it's not a fucking game. Fuck what you heard. It's what you're hearing. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Fuck you gonna do? Okay, that's what I want. That is about the size that this thing should be. To Unreal. Let's go bring one of these frickin' things in. Insectius. Right here. New material folder. So I'm going to try something with this material here. I need to get some kind of iridescence for the wings, and I've been thinking about how I'm going to do that. So far, I haven't come up with a solution yet. I do, however, have an idea that I think might work. So we'll give that a go. Inclusion, rough, and metallic, and then put this in here. And what I'm going to try and do is put my color to see how that's going to look. I think I'm actually going to pitch it down a little bit. So let's go. Where's my metallic? It's the blue. Forever young, may you stay. I think that's going to read as iridescent. So I can go to my meshes, totems, Insectius, MA underscore in Insectius. Let's go see. That doesn't look terrible in here. Let's put it in the world. See what we get. Do 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 do. Forever young. Cool, man. This up here. We need to find Insectius. He's down here somewhere. 43. Okay, is this thing big enough to fit? Is. Lean it over against the wall. That, no, I'm not loving that. May you have a sound nation, wind of changes shift. This one, Christian, is from Sons of Anarchy. which is a version of this I really, really love. It's by Audra May and the Forest Rangers. Audra May. And it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to try leaning this down in the chair here instead. Put it over this way. Okay. Go see how that looks. Audra May and the Forest Rangers. Ooh. Man, it's awfully bright sitting under that light. Indeed, I cared at all. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a little bright sitting there. Again, my whole thing with this is subtlety. I don't want these things to be beacons beckoning players. And so where I can put them in places where they're a little less visible, I think might be a good thing. Maybe I'll put it in here. I won't let go till it bleeds. Let's see how this works. I'll tuck it in the hutch here. Like so. I don't even know if it's on the ground. This way. That's obviously too far out the back. Oh, that's odd. You can in 2020, Ian. That is something new that they've added. So what the hell happened here? Get array item, blueprint, Cabin in the Woods, Ubergraph. Access none, trying to read property. Call function, array, get item. Oh, that's what it did. This does need the -1. Int minus int. Okay. That should work now. Now, why on earth isn't that being highlighted? Alright, Bray. We'll talk to you later, man. That's weird. With it in here, I can't select it. Seems really bizarre. Maybe I'll tuck it in down here. It's obviously a little low. Let's see if there's room in between these barrels here. Not entirely, but I can make some room. I think that works. Wrong way. Where the hell did I put it? In here. Yeah, there's a little bit of an iridescent sheen to the wings. $23. Okay, I'm going to save all. And I think I'm done for the day. I'm making too many mistakes, and it's killing my motivation. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. A little note, there will not be a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's my anniversary, and so I'm going to be spending the day and the evening with my wife, and not you people. Not that I don't love you, but I got other priorities, and so I'll be back again on Friday night to stream then. And so you are all welcome to come hang out on the Friday. I'm going to leave the build up for a couple of days here until Friday. I'll take it down on Friday in case you guys want to continue playing with it and seeing if you can find all 22. There are 22 totems in the build that's up now, so let's see if you can find all of them. And yeah, we'll end up talking to you guys again